Imagine you have a normal 9-to-5 job, and one day, due to medical reasons, you can't work in your job anymore. How are you going to provide for your family? In this training today, I'm going to share with you a heartwarming story from one of my students, Tasha, that was in this situation, and how she started an online business and built a new income stream online from the comfort of her home. Tasha, I'm gonna let her share with you the story. She purchased the program before, but things didn't go her way. And I'm gonna let her share with you what she did and how she built a new income stream online, how we had to relearn everything that she learned in that program before she joined me. And we're going to share with you some strategies that you can apply in your business as well to grow, to get clients online, and achieve your financial goals. Now, before we do this, my name is Razvan Chirodea, and I'm the founder of Razvan Chirodea Academy, the home of digital entrepreneurs and people that want to build a successful online business and make a full-time income online remotely from anywhere in the world. If you don't know each other, we have these trainings often with our students, and we like to keep things laid back, chill. So I'm inviting you to take a glass of tea or coffee, take a pen and paper, because there will be some lessons for you to write down so you can implement them into your business and into your life to take it to the next level. And before I invite Tasha in the studio, we're going to have a short prayer as we always do. Dear Heavenly Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you for this opportunity that we have to hang out together with people from all over the world to talk about business, to talk about lessons. And I pray that you bless everyone that is watching this training, that you help them in their life, you help them in their business, and to your glory, you guide us and you stay with us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Here I'm going to invite Tasha in the studio, and let's enjoy this conversation together. Tasha,
Hi.
welcome.
Hi.
And thank you for being here today with us. Before we get started, Tasha, I know your story, but to just make sure that the viewers that don't know your story, could you please shortly introduce yourself? Let us know where are you from and what do you do for a living?
Okay. Well, I'm Tasha, and I recently, a few years ago, relocated from the south of England to Scotland with my 3 huskies. And we've been living here, enjoying the Highland life.
Yeah.
Previously, way back, too far for me to remember most of the time, I was a photojournalist, but due to severe health issues in my late 20s, I was no longer able to continue with that. So I had to look towards other ways of making an income. I was able for a good couple of years to float myself on savings, but as we know, when there's no income coming in, savings very quickly go down.
Exactly.
So I had heard about people making money online. So I looked into it. And that's when I came across affiliate marketing.
So this is how your journey into this online space kind of started. You
Yeah.
stumbled across affiliate marketing.
Yeah. I had
What
tried
was
other things like,
okay? What have you tried before? What have you tried before?
well, because obviously I'd never really heard about making money online, I started with drop shipping, and
Okay,
I tried print on
actually didn't know
demand.
about this myself.
Ah, well, there we are. I also tried print on demand. I was up through the nights making t-shirt designs, uploading to several different places.
Have you
Um,
actually generated income with that?
No,
No,
I
okay.
didn't. I mean, I did, but not enough, you know, to even pay an electricity bill,
Okay,
for
okay.
instance. I did buy one course. It was a self-publishing course. So I did manage to publish a book on Amazon. It's there now, one can buy it. But again, it fell down. There were certain technical things which mean it wasn't going to take off the way it had been presented. So through a lot of trial and error is how I then came to look into I had heard of affiliate marketing, but I had also heard it was very, very difficult to get into. It was quite
So let me ask you this. This is super important, before you actually started with affiliate marketing, have you had any preconceived ideas from other people, from other experiences on that is hard, or how it's going to be, or like how difficult it is, and all these things? So did you actually already had certain, let's say, misleading expectations from other people? So other people put their limitations on you.
Yeah.
So when you started, you already started with those limitations that you had to overcome. Is that correct?
Correct, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I was told it was very complicated. It was a minefield.
Okay.
You know, you really have to know what you're doing. And so I think this is why it wasn't my first go-to. This is why I tried several other things first and realized that even if all the separate income streams were making money, it still wasn't going to be enough to sustain a normal family life. I'm not talking holidays or amazing cars, just
maybe we are talking about an extra $5,000 a month, or $4,000 or $5,000 a month, right? Like a normal, let's say, just normal income that you can actually support the family.
Enough to pay everything, enough to put some savings away.
Exactly.
You know, that's it. But they weren't doing it. So
exactly. So you started with affiliate marketing. You got a program, right?
Yeah.
What was your experience in this digital space with, let's say, building your brand and growing your business using social media? What was your experience here before you started with this program?
Absolute zero. I didn't even have an Instagram account.
Okay. So you got this program. What happened after that? What was the journey after you started with this program? What were the lessons that you got? What have you been told to do? And what was the outcome after doing those things?
Okay. So with this program, I watched all the trainings. There was a lot, but I thought, well, I don't know anything about this, so I better watch everything. And to begin with, I thought, okay.
I really have to stop here. You remember when you joined me and you still wanted to watch, and I said, Tasha, in our academy, we don't focus on like just watching. Okay, we have to take action. We don't watch. Like, do you remember that?
I do. I do.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to,
and that was probably the first bit of amazing advice. I mean, you know, so I back to the previous one, I watched all the trainings. As it was going in some of the modules, I did take some action. Like I would stop it. I set up my Instagram bit by bit by bit. But then it became very complicated to follow. I mean, I could understand it, but implementing it was the issue. And I found with this particular program, if you couldn't afford the one-to-one coaching, you were then pretty much left to just get on with it. And, you know, they had, again, I was misled as well. I thought that would be weekly one-to-one coaching with the creator, but this turned out to be group coaching. And on that coaching, there was upwards of 50 to 100 people on each session. But further to that, even on the sessions, I didn't feel comfortable in asking a question because the atmosphere was very intimidating. It wasn't supportive. If you questioned anything, you were just told, oh, post more, do more AI videos.
What were some of
was,
the things that you learned initially in the program? Yes.
Yeah, initially, yeah, they said, you know, you need to post at least 3 times a day. Your followers are everything. You must get your followers up because this will get you buyers. There was just so many things that you were told to do, and I did implement them all, but yet I was not making even one sale. And so I thought, well, I don't understand, why isn't this working? Because I am actually doing everything.
Yes.
And when I questioned it, I was told, well, I wasn't told, but I was made to feel it was my fault. And I thought, well, I am implementing everything.
This is something in the coaching space that it's used by many people, actually.
Yeah. You know, so I thought, well, okay, I'm not really sure where to go from here. And that's when I started looking around to see what else, you know, what was out there.
And then eventually,
I was actually contacted by one of your existing students.
Yes, and you've been invited to my 5-day bootcamp.
And I took part, and it was as if the what's the phrase? As if the blinds were lifted and daylight came in, is how it felt.
Thank you. I actually didn't know how you felt, so it was also one of my next questions. How did that make you feel, the first experience with me and with my academy going through the 5-day bootcamp?
Yeah, it honestly, each day felt as if I had gained more knowledge. I was still, because of my inexperience, I still wasn't, you know, sure how this works, how I implement it. But then I had also upgraded to your VIP because I thought, this is what I need. I need one-to-one with you, so I can ask you these questions. And it was through that whole process that you gave me the confidence, you encouraged me, you made me realize it doesn't have to be so complicated. It actually is.
And how did it make you feel? How did it make you feel? Because you already had, I remember that, you already had a little bit of fear bringing with you from the past experience, from the previous experience of asking questions and maybe showing, you know, showing that you actually don't understand certain things. How did that make you feel? Have you felt comfortable addressing those issues or admitting that, okay, there are some things that I don't know, or it was still intimidating?
No, I think, to be perfectly honest, from the word get-go, from the minute you started talking, I immediately thought, wow, this is a guy who is warm, empathic. I can actually relate. I can relate, and I can be myself. I can actually really say what's happening inside me, why I'm finding A, B, C, and D difficult, and not feel that you're going to belittle me or, you know, make me feel stupid in any way. So for me, that was very refreshing, because I'm innately intuitive about people. And with the previous program, I intuited that the creator was, you know, a very arrogant, self-opinionated person. And if you didn't agree with his way of thinking, his lifestyle, that kind of thing, you were pushed to one side. Whereas with you, I could actually tell you things about myself, about my background.
We kind of had like some conversations about that. We
had some very good conversations.
Those were great conversations. Yeah, I remember that.
And I could never have done that with the previous program. But it's all that as a whole that makes or made me feel confident and encouraged that if I joined, and obviously by the end, as we now know, I did join, I could actually make this work. You made me feel that it was possible after A, B, C, and D not not happening, not working, you made me feel it was possible, that I could have an income from this.
Thank you, Tasha. This means a lot to me. And I have to tell you, I am
But
still...
you know me now, Razvan.
Yes,
Everything comes out of this mouth is genuine. I'm
I
not,
know you. I know
you know,
you.
I
And I
say
have
too
to tell
much.
you...
I know I talk too much, but I really mean
Well,
it.
it is something we're going to get into a little bit later, maybe, some of the lessons you had. But I have to tell you, I'm hearing this from many people saying that I found hope again, and I started believing that I can actually do this after seeing what you're teaching and the way you are. And you also know me. I'm a humble person.
Yeah.
It's not about showing off, and I'm still trying to learn myself emotionally
Yeah.
how to deal with this positive feedback that I'm getting, like how to deal with these positive emotions that I'm receiving, you know, not to
Yeah.
look weird and cringe, you know,
I
like
know.
to be natural, but still humble in the same way,
Yeah.
in the same time. So thank you about this. Thank you for sharing with me how you felt and for being honest.
Sure.
And there is a story I'm gonna share with you in a moment that I haven't told you, and I did this on purpose because I wanted to have it during this session. It's gonna be a super interesting story, okay?
Okay.
And but going back, you joined the 5-day boot camp.
Yeah.
And then you decided to join my academy and join my coaching program to work one-on-one together beyond these 5 days. We worked throughout these 5 days one-on-one,
Yeah.
but you wanted now for the next 12 months to work beyond this.
Yeah.
And something to talk about. I do want to address this. Sorry, just one moment.
Uh-huh.
In most of the cases, one of the biggest reasons that people are experiencing not being able to afford a good mentor and a good coaching program is the financial situation. We know about that. So some people can afford it, but in most of the cases, the reason people look into starting their own online business online is because they want a better financial situation. So me personally, I'm not expecting people to come with a bag full of money, throwing it around, investing in themselves, because that's what they are looking to achieve.
Yeah.
Now, I know that money and time is about, it is a resource. So it is about how resourceful people are when they don't have the time or the money, so that they can find it and make things possible for them. So it's not about whether or not they have the time or money, but it's about being resourceful and coming up with ways to make this happen. Now, this was something in your situation as well.
Yes.
And you can consider going into, the details that you want to go a little bit more, or just, share the experience about this.
Yeah.
How much money have you had before you joined my academy, and what was the mental attitude, the mindset that you have applied to make things happen and to be where you are today?
Okay. Well, when I came to you,
and just to address this, most people say they don't have the money and they stop there. This creates a feeling of helplessness, of being small, helpless, nobody's helping you,
Yeah.
And what was your attitude about this?
Okay, well, this goes back to, say, the core character that I am as a person, which is I face issues head on. And if I want something, I will do anything it takes to make it happen. E.g., with my illness, it was at a very serious stage when I was first diagnosed. Most people would have thought, oh my God, okay, boom, that's it, it's over. My character is, I don't think so. I think you're fine. You've got a fight on your hands. And I faced my illness head on. Any problems in life I faced head on. Now, when I came to you, I had, on top of the debt that I already had, I had recently been scammed. All of my bank accounts were emptied.
Oh, I remember that. I even forgot about that.
Yeah, inside of an hour. And so I was relying on my husband and my best friend financially to keep me afloat at that particular moment in time. By the end of the boot camp, when we were discussing what program I wanted to buy, what would, you know, serve me best.
When we personalized the package for you, for the situation and so on.
Exactly. You know, you did everything according to what I might need in the now and in the future as well. What package would actually allow me to start generating an income sooner rather than later. Things like this for me were important. I didn't want to spend another 6 months just learning
trainings and stuff. Yeah, I know.
I needed to start actually having money coming in. So I didn't have it to hand, as you say, that I didn't walk in with a bag of money. The absolute opposite.
But you were resourceful.
I was resourceful. And as I say, because I saw the potential and what could happen here, I saw and I believed what you could make possible for me, but with me obviously doing it. I saw the potential in your program. I saw what could happen, and I knew with the person that I am, I'm a determined, I'm a tenacious person. I wouldn't have overcome a lot of things in my life if I wasn't this character.
Exactly. So, and then you applied the same mindset and the same attitude. You were resourceful, and then you made it happen.
I was resourceful. I went online. I looked at various ways, and in the end, my darling husband
said, he supported you with this.
He did. He did. And for him to do that after all, as I look at it now, the kind of false starts with me making online money, online income, I was really surprised. But he believed in me enough from everything I'd said to him. And also he knew who I am as a person, and that I would move heaven and earth to make this work.
Exactly.
You know, and for me to go down that path and involve him on that level financially was really quite something.
And I'm really sure that this actually hasn't this strengthened the fact that he believed that you can do this, and also he supported you. Hasn't this also strengthened your own confidence and your own attitude, right?
Yeah.
So 100%. this is something that is exceptional, and I always encourage, you know, sometimes when I talk to people I ask them, like, is your spouse, your partner supporting you? And whenever they say not really, they are doing this alone, it is difficult. Then, you know, they need much more emotional support, because alone is tough. But for people that say, my partner supports me, and that's I'm so happy about this. So eventually, moving forward a little bit, you were resourceful, you joined my coaching program, and then what happened within the first couple of weeks after that? So I do want to say, how many sales have you made before joining my coaching program, and what happened in the first month after you joined?
Well, before joining you, I had made 0 sales after 6, maybe 8 months after joining the previous program. And I was feeling incredibly frustrated. I made 0 sales, literally. And I thought, well, I don't know what's happening here. I'm doing everything and nothing's happening. Click link in bio till, you know, I go to sleep thinking, click link in bio.
rephrasing the same, like a broken record. Click the link
Yeah,
in my bio, check the link in my bio, and so on
yeah,
and so on.
yeah. Just, and nothing happening. Then I, as I say, after a month or so of being with you, and not telling people to constantly click link in my bio, and posting 3 times a day and all the rest of it that is drummed into you, I made my first sale inside of 12 days. I was, I like when I saw that email come in saying you've made your first commission, or you've made your commission. I can't even remember the words. I was so excited I couldn't even take it in. I was gobsmacked, absolutely gobsmacked, as we say here in the UK, which is, you don't know what to say.
I was also the same happiness that you felt. I was same.
Yeah, I mean,
happy for
I
you
think I
also
posted even though, by most people's standards, it's like, okay, so big deal. But yeah, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
It felt like
you finally, after so many months of trying, you finally see it possible.
Yeah.
And I don't want to share a story here now. That story that I was telling you earlier.
Okay.
So we started and we had our first coaching sessions, right? And you told me, also based on so we have to keep in mind that you when you join my coaching program, you already had those 6-8 months of overload on your back that I had to work with, I had to deal with. It's like you don't start fresh, new. It's like you kind of start with already some disappointments and so on.
Yeah.
And then within the first coaching sessions, you said, like, I don't understand why it's not working for me. Like, I've been doing this for so long, and I see your students getting results, and like, to me it doesn't happen. Like, why? Do you remember that, right?
Yeah,
and you
I
even said the name, like, I'm not gonna give no name here. And I said,
No.
Tasha, I understand your frustrations, I understand what you're going through. Trust the process, do this, like, follow what I'm telling you here, okay? And it is gonna happen for you. And then you implemented that. You had your first sale in the first 12 days.
Yep.
You joined in September of 2025.
Yeah.
And in the first 12 days, you had your first sale. And the following month, you started making multiple sales, and you finally had your first high ticket sale of $4,500 a day online.
Yeah.
And now here is something I do want to share with you also.
Yeah.
Another student of mine, because I'm sharing our results online as well. Another student of mine, in the first coaching sessions, like within the first coaching sessions that we had, I hear the exact same thing that you told me initially, and your name was there too. The student said, like, I don't understand. I've been doing this for so long, and then this person, and then Tasha, and like, why are things not working for me? And I said the exact same thing. Don't worry. I understand you come with certain expectations, from the previous programs and the experiences that you had before. Follow the process. It's working, and it's working for you too. Trust me, and let's go with this. And then I was thinking, like, isn't this interesting? Like, Tasha is now and you even ended up this month, right? The month of October in the top 2 affiliates, right? You were like on the second spot. And then it's so interesting that other students now tell me the exact same thing that Tasha told me when we started working out.
Yeah.
And I guess this is how it works. But I always encourage people not to compare themselves with no one, because everyone's situation is different. So walk me through, how did it make you feel once you started once you had that $4,500 day, that high ticket sale that you've been expecting for so long? How did that make you feel? And what did that mean to you actually? Okay.
It meant to me personally that, wow, I can actually do this. I don't think until that particular sale came along that I truly believed, you have to have that belief, and I preach self-belief, but it's a funny thing, because when it happened, I literally
your brain rewires, like it's like changing the substance in her brain. It's like something happened.
Completely. You know, it's like, wow, I did this. I actually did this. I'm actually one of those people that you see online posting their results. I am now one of them, kind of thing. You know, and awesome. It's sort of like, and in my life, after everything I'd been through in the last good couple of years, where your self-esteem is constantly attacked on a daily basis.
I know those stories.
You know, to finally do that was life-changing, really, for me, emotionally, self-esteem, everything. It wasn't just, oh wow, I've made great money.
Yes.
It went further than that, because I felt now there's a chance for me to build a future. There's a chance now for me to realize my absolute ultimate dream, my purpose in life. I can do this. You know, I
do want to share with you something as well. This is something that just to encourage people, because we're going to move now a little bit to debunking some false beliefs in our space. And one of the things we're going to discuss about is that you don't need to copy other people. You need to be authentic. This is what you told me when I asked you some of the lessons you learned online.
Yeah.
And I remember we were discussing about your content and fixing your content. And this 𝗦𝗘𝗂𝗱𝗲 you made, that student of mine now, I asked for feedback. I did ask, like, what was the process that you've been through with Tasha, you know? And I received the feedback that I received was, you know, I was just on Instagram and I've seen this video from Tasha talking about her health issues and not being able to, you know, you know, those videos that you talked about that you don't need to let your medical situation stop you and hold you down, and that you can do, you know, this, start an online business and so on. And this is what, and then the person felt attracted to the authenticity and the fact that your videos don't look like everyone else's online with AI avatars and other things. And the authenticity actually pulled that person to want to know more about this. And then you got in touch, you talked, and so on. And then the rest is history, so to say. What are some false beliefs that some things that you learn in the academy that you yourself can now identify as false beliefs based on the online space standards or the status quo?
Yeah. I would say for me, definitely the whole thing in regards to AI and having to produce these, you know, almost, you know, Hollywood standard style looking reels, which is all well and good if you're very, you know, technically minded, you've got all the time in the world to sit on, I don't know, well, which is what on the previous program we were told was CapCut, things like that. Now, if you're not technically minded and you're not good at editing videos and this, that, and the other, it's very time consuming and very frustrating as well when something doesn't come naturally. But more to the point, it's the lack of authenticity.
The lack, yes. AI avatars are actually like soulless characters that makes you commonality. Like, it doesn't stand out. It makes you like everyone else. It's pointless to use. And you know what happens? I did see this. We also teach like AI systems, like agents and so on. And people confuse this with avatars. And often they ask me, like, is this like AI avatars? Like, I don't like doing AI avatars videos. And I say, no, this is not about avatars. Like, I don't like avatars, like AI avatars neither, because they don't work as you're being told it works. They don't sell. You know, people have questions. People are humans with emotions, with questions, with fears. And behind an avatar, anyone can be there. You can take any picture online and transform it into a talking picture, but nobody knows who is behind that, and they need to trust you, not the avatar. So many things that don't follow There are some fundamental rules in business, and one of them is that building relationship and trust with your audience, with your customers, and AI avatars have, it's almost impossible to do that. You know, it's almost possible to do that. What are other false beliefs that you have, that you can identify now?
I would say the whole posting several times a day.
How does your posting schedule look like? You just go out the door, you pull out your phone, right? You pull out your phone and then you start talking.
Yeah. Well, I
then...
have, as you've probably gathered now, I do all my reels more or less when I'm out with my dogs, because the majority of my actual daytime life is out with them. So it fits in to my schedule. And also I feel when I'm actually walking, it's the motion of walking that makes the words come. I feel, you know, if I stop still, it's almost as if everything stops still. I don't know why. It's just weird. That's just me.
It's not just you. It's actually weird. Like, I mean, it's not weird. I'm not sure necessarily what the mechanism is, but when I'm on the phone, when I have a phone call, it's much harder for me if I just sit down, like I just need to stand up and I'm walking through the room. Yeah, I'm walking while I'm on the phone.
Yeah,
it's just easier. Yeah, exactly.
It's just easier.
It's true.
But you know, the pressure is off, Razvan. I must say this because the pressure is off because you've given us our infrastructure, our daily tasks, and that in itself clarifies everything. You know, all you've got to do is work your way down that list. And once you've done it a few times, you know, it becomes natural.
You don't need the list anymore. Yeah, you already know.
I don't need the list anymore. It's just up here. But the fact that we post every other day and only one reel, or if time allows, we can post every day. But because I and everyone, we don't have to be all flash and do these AI twins and everything. We can be ourselves. There is no setup. There's no lighting. Oh, how weird. I say there's no lighting.
Wow.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Wow. This was wow. Okay.
That's strange.
Do you need to check anything?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
It was, don't worry. But, all that to say is, do
you have some voice control? You said no lighting.
It's the divine with me on my side. But no, what I meant to say is what makes it also easier is because we can just be ourselves.
Yes.
We don't have to set up anything. We can just talk to the camera.
Exactly.
And just say our message, whatever that is on that day, and leave it at that.
Exactly.
I'm not having to do a video, then upload it on here, cut this, edit that, add this, chop that off, whatever it is to make it look like this amazing thing.
Yes.
Because you're talking, people forget, you're actually talking to normal, everyday people.
Exactly.
They want to relate to you, and I want to relate to them as me.
Exactly.
Because I think, you know, when you buy something, you want to buy from a person. You want to see that person. You want to know that person.
Exactly. What about having a lot of followers and viewers? What about that? Have you learned something about that?
That's another one, isn't it? You've blown them all out the water. I mean, I had it drummed into me, you know, you've got to have X amount of followers because, you know, otherwise, you know, you don't get anywhere, you're not going to make any sales, etc., etc. But yeah, you can have thousands of followers, but that's all they are. They follow. They don't buy. They just follow. So,
that's a good point here.
You know, so that's great. Looks good, but it's window dressing.
It doesn't. Exactly.
You know.
So going into some, it's true. It's actually true.
I mean, like, I don't even have 1,000 followers, and I made a high ticket sale.
And multiple sales too. Multiple sales.
Multiple sales. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So it proves that, you know, and also it's about the fact that the ones that do follow you, they've genuinely connected with you.
Exactly. So much,
Through
it's much
your
more
authentic,
important to have quality. So
yeah,
we're going to get into this here in a moment, that people should start focusing on buyers instead of on viewers and followers.
yeah,
And but if people have this false belief that they need a lot of followers and views, and they focus on these vanity metrics like numbers, this is going to be an obstacle for them. This is going to be a resistance that is going to stop them from
yeah.
advancing, because they have this belief that doesn't match their reality. They don't have, but they want to have, and
Yeah.
it's a constant.
And then they're looking at their followers and they're like, oh, look, I've got 2,000, 3,000, whatever.
Exactly.
Where are my buyers? Why am I not selling
Exactly.
anything?
This is the other opposition, like the other side of the story, where
Yeah.
people do have a lot of followers, but they make no money with it.
Yeah.
So what are some secrets? You know, there are a couple of secrets I want to share with our viewers before we wrap this up. And you did mention one before, the income generating activities. I always tell people,
yeah,
there are 12 income generating activities they need to follow on social media to generate income. And 6 of them are income generating, and the other 6 are maintaining the platform, like the engine.
yeah.
And those 6 income generating activities that is actually generating you the income and the clients, they need to be done consistently and together in order to produce the outcome. And posting content is only one of them. There are other 5 more. Now, when you got that list with the income generating activities, how did that change your perspective in terms of time management, in terms of taking action, in terms of clarity? How did that help you?
For me personally, it was a game changer, because up until then I was kind of slotting this in here, slotting that in there, not really knowing what's right, what's wrong, trying this, trying that. But with your list and the way you've categorized everything, it made it very easy, very clear. Time management, I know, okay, it takes me this amount of time to do this particular thing. You know, I could organize my day so that I'm not burning out left, right, and center.
Exactly.
I'm not panicking because I've not done this and I've not done that. And, you know, I'm not up till, 4 o'clock in the morning because I haven't fitted it all in. It's organized, it's clear, it's simple.
Exactly.
And you are then able, I have huskies. They take at least minimum 4 hours a day in the winter. In the summer, it can be 6. Sometimes, God forbid, even 8 hours a day. Now, how are you going to fit in everything when you're out having to do these dogs for that amount of time? So that's why your income generating system is brilliant, because it's not greatly time consuming, but it gets results.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
What about another thing that I always tell people? People have these organic strategies that they focus on creating content, looking to get clients, but they don't know that there are 2 types of organic methods. There is algorithm dependent organic strategy, where you are creating content, optimizing the keywords, SEO, hashtags, description, hooks for the algorithm, and then you hope that it's going to get outreach, that people will like it. And it is 50% in your control and 50% in the control of the platform, because we know that in most cases the algorithm doesn't play in your team, and it doesn't get your videos the exposure that you think you deserve.
Yeah.
But then there is the second organic traffic, which is proactive free traffic, which is 100% in your control. So regardless of how many followers you have less than 1,000 followers now still, and you already are making sales and high ticket sales, you control the sales process 100%. You can generate sales opportunities, connect with buyers. Learning that, how did that make you feel? discovering this golden piece?
Yeah. It gave me back my control, control over the process.
Exactly.
This is what it did. Made me feel like I am the boss. I can do this. I can do that.
Exactly.
And I can make it happen.
And one more thing you said earlier, we don't want to focus on viewers, followers, right? People end up having a lot of followers and views, but they don't have buyers. The secret to growing your business and generating consistent income is to focusing on buyers, transitioning from all these vanity metrics, followers, views, and likes and comments to focusing on buyers. What was the impact that this had on you once you learned in the academy how to do this?
It was a revelation. Very simple. It was, for me, completely revolutionary.
Change the perspective, isn't it?
Change the perspective 1,000,000%.
Tasha, I do want to share
with you.
Go ahead.
Sorry? No, I missed what you just said.
I wanted to let you finish. You said it takes the pressure off. What pressure exactly?
It's the pressure of feeling, you must do this, you must do that, or you're going to fail.
Exactly. Absolutely understand you. And it's not the first time. I remember another student, after, there were some things that, through our coaching course, even you, I asked you, are your notifications turned on? You said yes. I said no, we turn them off. Why?
Yes, I remember.
Because we don't want to stay glued to the screen all the time. We want to have specific setup times that we work on our business, and then you work on the business when you want.
Yeah.
And then you have the income generating activities, you follow them. Once you finish this, the work is done. You start tomorrow. You don't want to stay. People wake up at 8 a.m., 6, 7, when they go to work.
Yeah.
They check their phone first thing in the morning, their emails, their TikToks, Instagram, and so on. And throughout the day, they end up the day still watching their phones and their emails and so on. And throughout the day, they are constantly working, so to say. So they develop this feeling of working so long, but it's not productive. It's actually not efficient at all. No. So yes, you want to start focusing on buyers. You want to learn how to control the traffic sources in your business, and also you want to apply the income generating activities. Tasha, I do want to share with you that so far it's been 2 months and a little, because it's November as we are doing this, since we started working together. Actually, you've been approved in our affiliate program on September 5th. So it's been exactly 2 months, actually. October and November. Wow. It's been exactly 2 months now. And I look forward to, we have a long time working together. I look forward to working together. I look forward to our journey. And I look forward to having another conversation, a couple of weeks or a couple of months from now to see how the progress went for you and then where you are then. Are there any final words you would like to share with our viewers today?
I would like to say to anyone that's watching this, let's say that you've thought about affiliate marketing, but you're not sure. I would highly recommend that you look into doing the boot camp, because that will give you an all-round idea of what's possible.
Exactly.
And
how do you find also, I did forgot to ask you, but you can actually connect it with your final thoughts now for this training. How do you find my expertise and the things that you learn in the academy, and to whom would you recommend working with us, joining the academy, and why?
Yeah. So as you say, to continue then, is I would recommend it to beginners, definitely, because I irrespective of what I thought I had learnt in the previous program, I was, for all intents and purposes, a beginner. And you laid everything out. Your literally, as you're saying, your expertise, your experience overall, I mean, is invaluable. You know, you were able to identify exactly what I needed.
The weak spot,
individually,
right? The weak
my
spots.
weak spots, all of it. And you know, you oh, thing is, I have so many words, and because I'm so it's like I cannot recommend you enough.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Literally, beginners, if there's any beginner, if you're out there looking at this right now, seriously look into this academy, look into Razvan Chirodea Academy, because it was, you know, game changing for me. It really was. And the boot camp, as I say, it gave me, in, you know, a nutshell, everything that I could see was possible.
Awesome. Tasha, thank you
Chirodea.
for your
Is that how I
time.
pronounce your name?
You did say
Chirodea.
it right. You did say it right, actually.
Did I?
You did say it right. Yes, yes. Thank you for that. Tasha, it was nice to have this training together with you. And I look forward to having many more, to sharing with our viewers and with people worldwide about you know, building an online business, giving them the lessons, the knowledge, and to help many people, to help as many people as possible turn their dreams into success stories.
May I say just one last thing?
Yeah, please, of course.
Very quickly. It is not just for beginners, actually, when I think about it, because there are many experienced digital marketers, affiliate marketers, whatever you want to say, out there that are operating with these false beliefs. And you are blowing all of those out of the water, and your methods are being proved every day. And experienced marketers out there who are thinking, well, hang on a minute. Okay, maybe when I started, these methods were working. Now they're not. Why aren't they?
Exactly.
They could actually themselves learn a hell of a lot from you. So yes, I highly recommend to beginners, but I equally recommend to those who've had a lot of experience and want to actually learn something new and maybe reinvigorate their existing businesses.
Exactly, exactly.
That's
Take them off the ground, bring them back to life. Tasha, it was great. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to see you in our next meetings in the academy.
Yes,
and have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is the amazing, heartwarming story from Tasha. And the same as she said, beginners and also more advanced, seasoned marketers. We recently created, I even created an exact step-by-step training and a full course about what the top 1% do to separate themselves from the crowd and how to create client pulling content to grow and sell online. And I'm giving this course away for free. There is an exact map ecosystem with 4 steps, what you need to do. I'm explaining each of these steps, and I could have easily sold this for $5,000, but I decided to give this away for free to help as many people, marketers, and coaches to take their business to the next level. And you can access this in our community. I'm going to drop the details underneath this video. And if you want to skip in the line and get right away into the first front rows of the show, get direct access to me, and learn exactly how to grow and sell online, discover the new ways to grow and sell online, get clients, find buyers, and generate consistent $25,000 months in your business with digital marketing, affiliate marketing. Whether you are a beginner looking to start online, wanting to avoid the failures, the mistakes, wasting time on things that don't work, or you are a seasoned marketer and you've been doing this for some time, or a coach, but you're not seeing the growth and the results that you want in your business, then I'm inviting you to join my 5-day bootcamp to experience an intensive 5 days of growth. This is an action-oriented event that is focused to help you make sales online, get clients, and teach you cutting-edge strategies to grow a business online that most business owners don't even know exist. I will share the details to our 5-day bootcamp below. Go ahead and grab your invitation if we have open spots. If not, then you may be a little bit too late. And without further ado, it was great to have you here with us in this training. And I look forward to seeing you in the Academy and in our 5-day bootcamp. God bless you. Have a great week. And I'll see you in the next training. Let's go.